Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. First and foremost, I'd like to start this lesson by giving all praises, honor and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rcha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught me this 100% truth. Salutations unto the 144,000 doing the work of the Lord in all truth, honor and sincerity. And shalom to the 1/3 men, women and children who believe in His word being taught unto them. I'm back at you with another lesson entitled do you have faith to believe you'll receive spiritual power? You know, and the inspiration of this lesson actually comes from a testimonial that I watched last week. Literally I got a notification and you know, the title grabbed me and I watched it. You know, subscribe to this brother's channel, man. You know, he posts all sorts of different testimonies from various different GMS brothers around the world. So yeah, this video actually was released, well, I don't know what time the actual video went up, but as far as it reaching the testimonial page, that was last week, and I've been meaning to do a lesson on it, but you know, you have other titles that come to you and the Spirit inspires you in other ways, and you know, maybe certain things get backtracked, but you know, I didn't really know what I was going to go into this morning, and then I remembered actually, you know, I went to my notes and I made a note about this one, and I thought, you know what, we can touch on it now. So I ain't got no precepts lined up. You know, we're just going to flow in the Spirit, Lord willing, it be edifying. Again, remember, I watched the video 7 days ago, but I'm going to try and run you through some of the details that I remember. So this brother, Tazar, he was, you know, he had a dream, and can't remember exactly how it started, but basically he had spiritual power, man, and he was of course using the spiritual power. You know, he was able to fly, run fast, and you know, have laser beams coming out of I don't remember if it was, oh, I think it may have been his hand. You know, like you watch Dragon Ball Z, right? And you know, you got Goku, and he does that whole Kamehameha thing, right? He was able to do that. You know, just energy. He was able to you know, splurt out energy that was, you know, able to kill and destroy, man. So you know, he had spiritual power, and he said there was another brother in the dream, I believe it was a Northern Kingdom brother, who was also flying as well. So he perceived that, oh, this is one of us. All right, and you know, he spoke with the brother, and it was confirmed that he was one of you know, the chosen one, the elect. All right, because he had that power too. You know, and he didn't have it on the left hand side; he had it on the right hand side. So you know, that would make him of the elect. There's a part in the movie where, in the dream, where he was saying he was helping certain people. All right, and no, yeah, he was helping certain people, and you know, there was these Filipino guys that needed help, but he perceived them to be Israelites, and he helped them. And they asked, how do we, you know, because they was in the time of Jacob's trouble, so they was kind of asking him, well, how can we trust that you are, you know, one of the good ones? And then he showed his power, and they was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, a bit like how Yahweh Shai, he showed those miracles, man. So you can't deny that he's the Son of the living God. All right, and yeah, I'm just trying to remember it. We'll get the precepts as well. And then, yeah, there was another Jake who we could, you know, he had the power, I think we call it telepathy, where you can, you know, read people's thoughts. Yahweh Shai had that power too. See, Yahweh Shai says, greater things than these shall ye do. So we're going to be able to do the things that Yahweh Shai did and greater. And that's what Yahweh Shai said. That's not me saying that. And that's in John 14. You know, if the spirit permits, we'll bring that out as well. You know, but anyways, so he heard this Israelite man's thoughts, and he needed help. So he, you know, teleported or transported wherever he was, fast, you know, faster than quicker light. And when he tried to help the Israelite didn't want his help, because you see, he thought it was, you know, magic being done on the left hand side that he was able to do those extraordinary. He was able to obtain those extraordinary abilities. So he rejected the help. He's like, no, I don't want your help. I don't want your help. He wanted help, but he's like, I don't want your help. You know, thinking he's doing judge or something, man. Alright, so he didn't get the help. Okay, I don't know, we may have been destroyed after, I don't really remember. You know, you can watch the video. And going into the main topic, you know, he also came across super soldiers. So these were soldiers, right, who, I think it might actually, you know what, I think it's at the start of the video where he was talking about it. So let me play it. I think it may be here. I'm gonna listen to you. Hold on a minute.
Shalom. I'm gonna give a praise on the glory to Yahweh, Shem Shabbat, Shamroka Hadash, and the Wallam said, out and apostles of great millstone told us truth, and peace, blessing, and salutations to the hopeful elect. And look at the time. 4:45. This very suit that I'm looking at. Oh, I've seen it before. I've seen it in my dreams. And literally, the dream goes something like this. Actually, you know what, let me play it. I forgot. I haven't played the video yet.
Russia is producing a new age combat suit with a powered exoskeleton at the University of Science and Technology in Moscow called the Ratnik 3. The innovative Ratnik 3 combat suit contains a bevy of armor and protective pieces from head to toe. It also includes lower body titanium framework designed to give the soldier more strength and stamina, medical, reconnaissance, target identifying and other information display on screens in the helmet. It's even got a watch. Ratnik 3 possesses more technological advancements in one set than entire generations of soldiers have had access to. The helmet is probably the most crucial part of the Ratnik 3. It is the display hub for the majority of the technology. Russia is producing...
So,
see that? So this is what Russia's producing. Now we know that Esau Edom's blessing is the sword, right? And over here in America, you also have Edomites, and there's a lot of weapons that Esau has, all right, that he doesn't necessarily release as public knowledge, as public information, all right. But when it's time to use those weapons, you best believe he's gonna use them. Like, and he may roll them out slowly but surely. Like, you know, you had you know, like the kind of what's that? The robo dog. You know, that robot dog. All right. And certain other things, but you know, the robo dog one, that's the one that comes to mind right now. So in the West, yeah, is it possible that they also have those super soldiers? Absolutely. And they just haven't released that information to the public? Absolutely. But then now, when Jacob's trouble hits, all right, then Esau Edom will unleash them. And you see, this is why the scriptures say, therefore wait ye upon me, Zephaniah 3:8, until I rise up to the prey. Because you can't try and win Esau Edom with his own blessing. And what's his blessing? His blessing is the sword. All right. How are you gonna try and beat him with his own blessing, man? Right? We you know, 2 Corinthians 10, I believe around the 4th verse, if I'm not mistaken, says how the weapons of our warfare are spiritual and not carnal. So we can't try and get the upper hand over Esau via carnal means. You know, it just won't work out. You know, so let's bring out the scriptures, man. Isaiah 59 and 19, and it reads, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him." And the enemy is getting ready to come in like a flood, man. You know, and by the enemy coming in like a flood, he saw Edom coming with these super soldiers and these weapons of mass destruction and so on and so forth. Well, guess what? The Spirit of the Lord is going to lift up a standard against it. This is where you're going to have brothers that are of the elect that are going to have the power of flight, the power of you know, the scriptures talks about how he made the creature his weapon. You know, you're gonna have brothers shooting laser beams out their eyes, doing all kind of Super Saiyan stuff. You know, Black Adam kind of stuff. You know, that's the Lord lifting up that standard, man. And that standard is being raised. Alright? This is why when you go to, still in the book of Isaiah, Isaiah 41 and 14, and it reads, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob." You see, the Most High has likened us unto a worm, man. That's how weak, powerless and defenseless we are right now as a nation. Alright, and the Most High literally describes us as a worm, because a worm is defenseless. You know, you step on a worm, that's him done and over with, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gone. Alright, so it says here, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel." So the Most High is going to help us. Okay? The Most High is not unrighteous that he shall forget our work and labor of love. Alright? The Most High is gonna fight for us. And one of the ways he's gonna fight for us is by fighting through us. Okay? When he raises up his men with that spiritual power. Alright? Which, hey, that's beautiful, man. You know, that's something to look forward to. Alright? No, actually, let's read on a bit. Verse 15. I'm getting excited. Hold on, just bear with me a minute. Need to turn this car around, man. I hate when you, man, you know, you're driving in certain roads and then you take another road and then you got the garbage man that's taking up the whole road and you can't, nah, I ain't waiting there, man. Anyways, Isaiah 41 and 15, "Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth." The teeth represents that power, man. Like, you know, when you you got bullets for a gun. You know, one of the ways they might describe the bullets are teeth. So the teeth would represent like the laser beams. You know, fucking hell, man. I was talking about diversion here. It's a lot, yeah. So the teeth would represent like laser beams. You know, coming out your eyes, or you know, being able to do like the whole Kamehameha thing, you know, Dragon Ball Z type stuff. You know, that represents the teeth. So it says, "Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains." You mean basically going to beat the mountains, which, you know, when most times when the scriptures is talking about mountains, is describing the government. You know, because what do they call, like, the World Economic Forums, when they go to their meetings, what do they call it? They call it a summit. What's a summit? A summit is the top of a mountain. You see? You know, so that's why you have the saying, like, king of the hill. Okay, so we're gonna, you know, you read Daniel 7 and 18, and it says, "The saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom." Alright, and that's not via carnal means. That's not via getting AK-47, a couple RPGs, M16s, and you know, desert eagles. Nah, man. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they're spiritual. Okay. So it says, behold, I'll make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. The hills represent the smaller governments who are also under, you know, was under the wing of the great whore. You know, because the other nations are drunk with the wine of the wrath of her fornication. You know, they're drunk with this Babylonian philosophy, this Babylonian way of living, which is what Esau Edom pushes, man. Okay, but do you believe that you're gonna receive that spiritual power to be able to fight against your enemies? Because the scriptures say, but do you have the faith? You know, we should already know by now that without faith, it's impossible to please the Heavenly Father. You know, quick precept, Psalms 144 and 1, a Psalm of David. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh, thy strength, which teacheth. I know it's at Psalms 144, it says this, man. 144. Blessed be the Lord my strength, which teacheth my hands to war and my fingers to fight. Alright, so the Most High, because you got brothers out here, they ain't never had a fight. You know, never been to a fighting school or any kind of martial arts, boxing, or you name it. Alright, but it says the Most High is going to be the one to teach us to fight. It's just like when you watch that movie, man, what's it, The Matrix, and they had the guy, you know, they had the stuff plugged into him, and they was installing all kind of different knowledge in his mind, and one of the things that they was installing was the ability to fight, different fighting styles, and you know, he was able to obtain all of that. Well, that's how the Most High is going to do it. He's going to download it into our systems, man. Alright, that's why you go to Zechariah 12 and 8, and it reads, in that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. Alright, because Jerusalem, or Jerusalem, is a people before it's a place. And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. So you might be a bit feeble, a bit frail, or a bit of a wuss, you know. Not all that are, you know, not really in that fighter spirit. That's okay. Alright, it says he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. Now David was a mighty warrior. You read about the story of him and Goliath. You know, you can read Psalms 18. You know, Psalms 18 is pretty much talking about how much of a mighty warrior King David was, and if you can receive it, it even touches on how he basically had spiritual power. Because King David had spiritual power, man. He was able to jump over walls, and you know, he was able to slay many, and you know, not get tired, and you know, just do all kind of combos in battle. And hey, King David was a mighty warrior, man. Whoo! So when it's telling you that, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, hey, that's a bad ass killing machine right there, man. And you know what that brings to mind? Jeremiah 51. We're gonna get that. Alright, and the house of David shall be as God. Alright, so nothing's gonna be impossible unto us, man. We're gonna be the most, you know, Lord willing, we be of the elect. The Most High is gonna turn us into just you know, straight cold killers, man. Alright, in righteousness. You know, 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6 says, seeing then it is a righteous thing to recompense tribulation unto them that trouble you. So it's not wicked that we want to see the downfall of our enemies. It's not wicked that we want to have our foots on the necks of our enemy. That's a righteous thing. That's what it says in the scriptures. Alright, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Verse 9. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem, which again is a people before it's a place. Alright, so this is getting ready to play out, man. And the elect will also play a part in destroying these nations. As it says in Daniel 7 and 18, the saints of the Most High shall what? Shall take the kingdom. Alright, so the scripture that came to mind, damn, it's already leaving my mind. Jeremiah 51. So Jeremiah 51 and let's start at 19. And it reads, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe, or you are my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee, with us, okay, will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, which the modern day horse and rider will be like your cars, bus, train. That's, horse, when you measure a car's power, they measure it in what? Horsepower. Alright? That's your modern day chariot. It says, and I will... What's this guy doing, man? There's a woman. Donut, man. Anyways. For with thee will I break in pieces the nation, Salakia, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman. With thee also will I break in pieces old and young. And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. I will also break in pieces the shepherd and his flock. And with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. So you see, the Most High pretty much has got a bone to pick with the wicked of this world. And he's going to use one of the ways he's going to use it. Remember, they call him the Lord of Sabaoth, the Lord of armies. Alright? The nuclear missiles, that's an army. That's one of the Lord's armies. The angels is another one of the Lord's armies. Alright? The elect is another one of the Lord's armies. Alright, so one of the ways he's going to destroy this kingdom and destroy the wicked of this world is through his men, by giving them spiritual power, and they're going to wreak havoc, man. Alright? It says, and it doesn't matter, look, man, woman, boy, girl. Hey, man, the scriptures say the Most High has no respecter of persons, man. You don't follow after, you don't do the things that are pleasing to the Lord, or you're not an Israelite, and you're going to get the short end of the stick. Alright, there's no way around it. Alright? So it says in 24, and I will render unto Babylon and all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord. So there's going to be a payback, and this is going into that payback when the Lord raises us up with that spiritual power, man. Okay? The Lord is going to, alright, he's going to raise us up, man, and we have to have faith to believe that. You see? Just got finessed, mate. Salaki, man. I'm on the roads, man, and I'm just seeing certain things play out. I'm just thinking, fuck it now. Anyways, it says, and I will render unto Babylon, 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroyer mountain, saith the Lord, destroying government. Alright, the mount of Esau, government of Esau, which destroyest all the earth, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. Alright, because we already know Babylon the Great, aka America, is going up in flames, man. Fire, the flames of rebuke. Alright, but you see, the build up to that is one of the ways where judgment is going to be brought on the wicked of our people and the wicked of of the world, is by the Most High raising up his elect with spiritual power. Okay, and we have to believe that, man. You know, because yeah, it can be, if you're not operating in the spirit, it could be intimidating thinking about fighting against Esau Edom with all his military might and soldiers and super soldiers. But hey, man, I'm gonna close out on this because I pretty much made the point, so I ain't gonna beat a dead horse. But I'm gonna close out on this. This is First Maccabees 3, I believe. I ain't brought this out in a while. Yes. Because this happened during the time of the Maccabees. Alright, but remember, the things that are written aforetime are written for our learning. So let's start from First Maccabees 3. I'm gonna start at 17. Who, when they saw the host coming to meet them, the army, the host, right, said unto Judas, how shall we be able, being so few, to fight? Being so few, to fight against so great a multitude and so strong, seeing we are ready to faint with fasting all this day. Unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few. Because the scriptures say how the slain of the Lord shall be many. And when you look at the elect, in comparison to the non-elect, the elect is a small number. Alright? So it says, 18 again, unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few, and with the Most High of heaven it is all one to deliver with a great multitude or a small company. So the Most High is going to get the job done regardless. Small company, big company, you know, if the Most High does it with a small company, well, guess what? That shows his power. Alright? And that's even more miraculous. Alright? So it says, in 19, for the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of a host. So it doesn't matter that, because you know, 2nd Esdras talks about, behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled against you. You know, because pretty much we're standing stiffly for the names of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, we're going to be the offscouring of the earth. You know, we're going to be the ones spoken evil of. You know, we're not necessarily favored. Alright, we're hated. And that's by the vast majority of the world, if not the whole world, you know, outside of the elect. Okay? But again, it says in 1 Maccabees 3 and 19, for the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of a host. So it don't matter that you got some big ass army. That's not going to be the thing that's going to guarantee your victory. It's whether the Spirit, you know, it's whether Yahweh Hashem Yahshai is with that victory. That's really what it boils down to. You know, is Yahweh Hashem Yahshai with that victory? Does he want you to win that battle. All right. So reading on, but strength cometh from heaven. All right, and it's a lot more mighty for the Most High to deliver his elect in the hands of a few. All right, bearing in mind that pretty much the whole world is up against us. All right, so how much more miraculous does that sound? Okay, how much more will that magnify the Heavenly Father's name? All right, which he's all about magnifying his name. Okay. In verse 20, they come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us, and our wives and our children to spoil us, because they're gonna, you know, they come with that pride. You know, got the super soldiers. You know, got these different weapons that they use, and they got the fatness of the earth. You know, that's the pride, man. They think they're gonna get the upper hand. All right. But us, on the contrary, all right, 21, but we fight for our lives and our laws. And this is what we're fighting for. Our lives and our laws. You know, we're passionate about this truth. And we want, you know, as it says in the Lord's Prayer, let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So we're fighting for our lives and our laws, man. All right, our principles that we strongly abide by, which is contrary to the world standard, right? Reading on, 22, last verse. Wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them before our face. And again, one of the ways he's going to overthrow our enemies in this time, same way he did then, is he's going to use his men. Going to raise them up with spiritual power, and you know, his elect are going to be able to do all kind of things, man. Like Yahushua said in John 14, greater things than these, greater acts than these shall ye do. And Yahushua, man, John 21 and 25 says, if you couldn't even put in a book all the miracles that Yahushua performed, because there wouldn't be a book large enough. So Yahushua, he done a lot of miracles, man. We're coming in that same stead. All right. So it says, wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them before our face, and as for you, be ye not afraid of them. So whether it be a soldier, a super soldier, you know, wherever the case may be, man, we don't need to be afraid, because the Most High is with us, man. All right, and we close out in this one actually. Joshua 1. Joshua 1 and 9. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy power is with thee whithersoever thou goest. Now we need to believe that wholeheartedly, man. You know, some of us may have to lose our lives for this truth. Alright, but those who, you know, die in this truth, all right, they're going to be the ones that are raised up first. You can read about that in 1 Thessalonians 4, you know. So, you know, that's pretty much it. You know, do you have the faith to believe the Most High will give you that spiritual power? Okay? When the enemy comes in like a flood. Alright, because again, we know without faith it's impossible to please the Heavenly Father, man. So this thing, our deliverance, the success in our deliverance, is going to require an immense level of faith, man. Alright, so yeah, man, I just wanted to touch on that in this morning's edification. I pray, Lord willing, this lesson has been edifying, and until the next time I say shalom.